guys, it's been a while. I've been out of town, as some of you may know. I was in a winter intensive with Diavolo. I shared a video, I think a week ago, about how I got there, but this is what I learned while I was there. I wanted to share with you guys because it was truly an amazing experience for me, and I can't even sum up into words that week because there was so much. I knew it was going to be physically hard, but mentally it was much more demanding than I expected, so it really pushed me, and I feel like I almost have a new soul because of it. And I get choked up even talking about it because it was just an awesome experience. So I have a few tips and some life lessons that I've learned that I can look back on about this great experience that I went through in LA this year. These tips are about how you as a dancer can truly absorb and enjoy your experience in a certain opportunity, whether in a class or life, to help adjust to that experience and make it really worthwhile and love the experience that you went through without looking back on it and missing it. You can be present in that moment. This light is just... Okay, so the first thing I learned that Diavolo almost uses as a slogan is eyes all around. So when you're in rehearsal, you can't space out. And this was a big one for me because I am a freaking space cadet. So eyes all around means that you are constantly aware of what is happening, whether it's something small or something big. For example, there was something that happened and it was a life lesson to be learned because eyes were not all the way around. Our director, he got hit in the head with a little skateboard that was being used as a prop. It happened so fast, and it just goes to show that something so small can actually be dangerous. Because that was the smallest prop that we were using. We were using ramps, we were using metal bridges that set on top of the ramp. Eyes all around made me stay awake because I had to know what was happening around me. I couldn't space out and miss something because then that can actually lead to a threatening situation, especially using these huge architectures. We were literally moving these ramps around the room while dancing, and it was crazy. Eyes all around also goes along with this next one. It's to be aware. That was another thing I heard constantly over the week. Being aware not just of our surroundings, but each other's energies as a group, as well as energies of my own and my body as a whole, my injuries, my muscles. At the beginning of the week, we started with simple exercises showing how to be aware of the surroundings that we were in. It was pretty demanding mentally because there was a lot of info that I had to take in and I couldn't space out or I would miss something. This experience really taught me that mind over matter truly exists, because I wouldn't have gotten through it if I didn't have the drive in my mind to make it happen. There was some crazy things that we would do. With the ramps, we would slide down them, we would jump on them, we would cartwheel, we would do crazy things on top of them, flips even, and using the architecture and having to dance and also have a character, and it's just a lot to think about, especially with an audience. So I realized that I was overthinking a lot and trying to get to this certain level so hard that I was actually not making it because I was overthinking what I had to do. You have to just let your muscles take over, and it all just becomes muscle memory at that point. Mind over matter, especially through the last section of our piece that we recreated, It was a 20-minute long piece that we actually performed twice. That was pretty demanding, so I really had to have the determination in my mind that I can do that. And it didn't matter that we had to do our hardest things at the very end. I could get through it if I got through that week, and we got through it. Since this was such a physically demanding week, I actually really respect strong women. I have always kind of felt like a dancer needs to fit this certain picture, and I think that's just the world that we live in. And as a woman, we need to kind of realize that you don't have to be a cookie cutter shape to be a wonderful and great dancer. And over the week, I noticed that I would rather be an athletic woman, strong mentally and physically, than a petite, skinny, weak woman that is trying to fit this character. And I think that concept in general helped me accept my body as a dancer and as an athlete, because now I am not only physically and mentally strong, but I am very self-encouraging. There were so many women on this company. They call us Company B, and it made me realize how strong I needed to be. And I was built this way for this purpose, to be an athlete, not just a dancer, but an athlete. And to get there, I have to be not only mentally strong, but I need to be physically strong as well. And now I feel amazing. I love how my body is. I love how strong I am. And strong is definitely the new beautiful. I've heard that quote before, but now I really believe it. Another thing I learned while we were doing an exercise with our eyes closed in a circle, we were shoulder to shoulder with our group, and as Chisa, our leader, was talking, I noticed that we started to sway slowly back and forth as a unit. And from there, it kind of just took us into this movement that I've never experienced before. I tend to try to control situations, and this exercise made me see that sometimes not controlling and just letting movement take you as a wave would, back and forth, almost becomes a beautiful experience, more than trying to control that and being more stiff rather than lucid and melting into the movement and into the feeling. You don't have to always be in constant control, and this can be something that I can use as a life lesson, that I don't have to control everything in my life, rather just let the wave of life take me on this journey, nice and easy. Obviously, these are just a few highlights of my week, but I just wanted to make a short video explaining how it went. I didn't want to spend hours upon hours trying to explain every detail that I learned throughout the week. So this is just a fun little video so you guys knew what was happening and that I really did have a great time. The show overall turned out amazing, and I totally recommend auditioning next time they have a winter intensive or a summer intensive, because Diavolo Architecture in Motion is an amazing company, and I've never worked so hard in my life. But it was such a good experience, and I wouldn't have traded it for the world. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you comment and subscribe. Leave me some ideas of what you would like to see next. I'm kind of just doing this vlog thing for myself to test the waters and talk about topics that nobody's really talking about until I get eager souls to tell me what they're interested in seeing. So if you have any topics that you are interested in hearing more about, comment below. Thanks guys! If you're interested in seeing the video of our Diavolo show, it is posted below.